MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Miami Marlins and the Cincinnati Reds. Reds baseball starts right now. Trevor Bauer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, he wasn't all that bad in his last one, pitching into the 6th inning to pick up the win. We'll see if he can go a little bit deeper in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Jonathan Villar. He will lead this one off today.
For the Marlins, the center fielder, number 2.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. And guys, these Reds, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Brian Anderson.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Ball 1.
Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Anderson tends to have more success against right-handed pitching like this than he does against southpaws. Could be a comfort thing. Maybe he just picks up the ball a little better, but that's the book on him at this point. And that's the second out.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 23, Corey Dickerson.
Ready now for the Marlins, Corey Dickerson. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And the pitch.
Yeah.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit out towards second. Moustakas has it. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Jose Arena starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy has really struggled coming into this game, right? The league is hitting just under 300 against this guy, and that's something he really needs to improve on. And it'll be interesting to see if that trend continues in this start here.
Now to the plate, Jesse Winker. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, anytime you start a road trip, first 5 games you start 1-4, you're just trying to salvage. Do the fundamental things right. Try and sneak out a couple wins, get on the plane, and get out of here.
The 1-1. This is on the ground over to first. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first.
Batting second, the first baseman, Joey
So up steps the former MVP Joey Votto, head-to-head with Jose Urena. He has a 3 for 12 line. Now the pitch. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
1 out, nobody on. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson's there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting third, the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez.
At the plate, Eugenio Suarez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here it comes.
Outside, that's a ball.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still no score. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jesus Aguilar, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch to him. Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Fouled away. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 3-1. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 7, Matt.
Standing in, Matt Joyce, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
Aguilar aboard here at first with nobody out. Joyce in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
2-0 pitch on the way. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Ripped down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Another one sent foul. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
As he'll take a look at ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. Knuckle curve there off the outside corner. 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
And that's a fair ball, lined to the right side. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
The 1-2. Looped over toward first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Into the box now, Miguel Rojas. Here comes the right fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
In now, Jose Arena, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. A ball and a strike. Hit down the line at first. Galvis back to Votto, but it's not in time as they settle for just the 1.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Back to the top of the order now, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Winker is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Marlins on top, 2-0. So stepping in, Mike Moustakas. He's driven in 3 runs on 3 hits so far in the series.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And he fouls this one off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Nick Castellanos now, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He'll enter play right at 3:33. 6 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Ready now, Aristides Aquino. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Now here it comes. And they start him out with a slider. Good spot, but he doesn't get the call. 1-0. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike.
Got to pitch to the ballpark's dimensions right here. Love the execution of that pitch down in the zone. Got to keep the ball in the yard.
And it's fouled away.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Galvis. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Urena has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off for ball 1. One and one, here it is. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Reds leave one. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another chance? Brian Anderson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he powers a cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And the knuckle curve that time got him swinging, and that's the first out. Striding into the box, Corey Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2 balls and no strikes. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Now the pitch. Flipped out the other way toward short. Barehanded at his knees. How about that?
Up next for the Marlins, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
At the plate, Jesus Aguilar. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, fielded by Moustakas. Throw on to Votto will take care of him at first, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they're on top 2-0.
Welcome back as the Reds look to get the offense going in the third, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. One coach told me before the game, there are certainly plenty of areas for us to improve offensively, but first and foremost, we need to start by putting the ball in play more often. There's too much swing and miss in our game. And the stats do back that up, as they currently rank near the bottom of the league in strikeouts, so that appears to be an area of emphasis going forward, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Reds.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tucker Barnhart. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Dickerson moves over near the line as he puts it away for the first out of the inning. So 1 gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East, and you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. So here's the Reds pitcher, Trevor Bauer. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
Standing in now, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning.
Reds are down in order. They're down 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Joyce, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Matt Joyce.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2 balls and a strike to count. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good time now to check out the Reds' Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. Into the box, Francisco Cervelli, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. A base hit in his first trip. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
No strike.
Two and 1 after the foul ball there. Here's the pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And now a pitch on the way.
We got 3 balls and 2
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Sliders, strike 3 called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. 2 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Isan Diaz. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. A ball and a strike.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Two and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
To the plate now, Miguel Rojas. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets to count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
I can't tell you guys how fired up Bobby Cox used to get when the 8-hole hitter would get a knock. And I would know that, boys, because I batted an awful lot in that 8-hole in my early days.
At the plate, Jose Arena. And he fouls this one off. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the stretch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Number 44 is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Marlins tack on one more courtesy of the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's 3-0 Miami. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Ready now for Cincinnati, Joey Votto.
The first baseman, Joey Votto.
First pitch on its way. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And that's out number 1.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Striding in, Eugenio Suarez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. VR is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Mike Moustakas. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, he was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Line drive to left. And the Reds have their first hit of the game. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 4 full. It's the Marlins 3 and the Reds nothing. So now to the plate, Jonathan Villar. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. In there, a base hit. He'll get it into second. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And his total currently best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season. At the plate now, Brian Anderson. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0. Spin and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
1-2.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
The 2-2. Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 20.
Settling in now, Corey Dickerson. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, the next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Three runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Hit out towards second. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here comes the Red skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make the change here. That's going to be all for Trevor Bauer. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Robert Stevenson enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning.
55, Robert Stevenson.
Into the box, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 0-1 delivery.
It counts 1-1.
Line hard, but foul. Runner at first here, 1 man out. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. From the stretch.
I got 3-2.
Well, a 3-2 count and a guy that handles the bat up at the plate. This is a great time to put that runner on first in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The right fielder, number 7, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he misses with it, 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Ball 2.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Two-0 count, the pitch, and it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes, and he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field, and this one is gone. A home run. So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 2 for him on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Three and one with 2 on base is a tough spot for any pitcher. He didn't want to load the bases with a walk, and the hitter knew that more than anybody else. Well, he gave him something he could handle, and the next thing he knew, his opponent was circling the bases.
Into the box now, Isan Diaz. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-1.
Hey.
4 runs here in this half inning. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Reds nothing. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. In now for the Reds, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
The windup and the 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Sent toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Into the box now, Aristides Aquino. He drew a base on balls his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
That's a ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. Ground ball foul down the left side. And now a good slider that doesn't quite catch the zone. It's 2-1 now.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Now at the plate, Freddie Galvis. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB. Big spot right here. Got to find a way to get back in this ball game and scratch a run across.
The 0-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And he is safe at the plate as they get off the Schneid here. It's a 7-1 game now.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, Dero. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
To the plate now, Tucker Barnhart, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. One and one to Tucker Barnhart.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Kurt Casale will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. He'll come into play at 317. 2 home runs and 11 RBIs. Now it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Here's the 3-1. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
In now, Jesse Winker, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No hits to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Pulled toward right center field. VR will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Marlins 7 and the Reds 1. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Now pitching for the Reds.
Thank you, Heidi. Lucas Sims gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Ready once again, Miguel Rojas. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. First pitch on its way. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The pitcher, number 62, Jose Urena.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Urena. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order. They're on top 7-1. In is Joey Votto now, and through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Counts 1-0.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Rojas has got it, and the first out is recorded.
The third baseman, number 7, Eugenio Suarez.
So striding in, Eugenio Suarez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Lined hard toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I mean, that fires me up right there. Opposite field knock, and in today's game, where every manager is employing hundreds of shifts, to watch this batter go the other way was special.
Standing in now, Mike Moustakas, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 2-1.
We got full count.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You can just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
On he pops it up. And Diaz will make the catch to put away out number 3. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 7-1. New inning set to get underway. Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
First delivery to him on the way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. Looks like the Reds are going to have some stirring in the bullpen as a lefty's begun to heat up down there.
Nope.
And it's 1-1.
1-1.
This one's down to third. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Stepping in, Corey Dickerson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And now it'll rattle up against the wall.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. One out and a runner on third. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Has a look, now the pitch. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Into the box, Matt Joyce, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. To 2-0 now as he hits with a runner at third and 2 away.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
A man on third with 2 down. Too high, and it's 3-0. From the stretch, a strike, and it's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Francisco Cervelli. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he misses again. 2-0.
He's going to have a talk with the umpire after this half inning, because if he's not going to get those calls, he's got to come a little bit more over the heart of the plate, and that usually means damage done.
2-1 now. From the belt, the pitch, and a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. Now that's popped up. Votto has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Marlins strand a pair. They're on top 7-1. Sterling Sharp gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home seventh.
Number 56, Sterling Sharp.
Ready for another shot now. Aristides Aquino. A couple of walks for him thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Fouled off. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
So now to the plate, Freddie Galvis. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three balls and a strike to the shortstop of the Reds. The 3-1. There's ball 4.
Now batting, catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
Digging in now, Tucker Barnhart. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2.
That's ball 2. 2-2 down.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Dickerson's there, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Cincinnati, the pitcher, Lucas.
Phillip Ervin will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Phillip Ervin.
Swing and a miss, 0-1. The average for him at 267 on the year. Still without a home run and 3 driven in. The 0-1 delivery. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And there's ball 2 now. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And strike three called as he says, "You got to be kidding me," with the side retired. Reds leave one. They're down 7-1. Matt Bowman comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Matt Bowman.
Stepping up now, Isan Diaz. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Strike two called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
In now, Miguel Rojas. And he fouls this one off. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Set to deliver the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Nobody out, runner on first. Grounded to first. Galvis over to Votto, and they're able to get them both.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Harold Ramirez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Harold Ramirez.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That average coming in right at 300 on the nose. 3 homers, 9 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The center fielder, number 2, Jonathan Villar.
At the plate now, Jonathan Villar, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0 home. in the dirt here. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
And things have really unraveled on him in a hurry. He gives up a 2-out single, then he throws a wild pitch to put him into scoring position. He basically just threw a double, and he didn't even earn it.
2 out here and a runner at second. Now a drive out to left center field. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Sometimes it's hard to explain when a game is this lopsided. A lot of things just kind of snowball on you. One thing leads to another, a big hit, which leads to another, some bad defense, some shoddy pitching. Next thing you know, you look up and you're on the wrong side of a whole lot of badness.
To the plate now, Brian Anderson.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Marlins get a run on the RBI double.
Bottom of the 8th coming up.
It's the Marlins 8 and the Reds 1. Adam Conley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61, Adam Conley.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jesse Winker. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Jesse Winker.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no
And a
strike.
bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Now here it comes.
Ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And now a pitch on the way. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
Now the 2-1. Weak grounder down the line at third. But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first base line. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
And it's fouled away. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1 delivery. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Half swing that time. They'll appeal it down to third. No swing, says Gary Simmons. It's ball 1. Misses, ball 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but foul. Another try at 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
The batter, the third baseman, Eugenio.
So base is empty now after the double play. And standing in is the veteran third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Back goes Joyce. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Reds go down quietly. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Cody Reed enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Cody Reed.
Digging in and looking for more, Corey Dickerson. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance.
Corey Dickerson.
First pitch on its way.
1-0.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Two balls and a strike now. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Jesus Aguilar waits on deck. The 3-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice has melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Left fielder looking up, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 8th home run on the season for him as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, he was 0 for in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
Into the box, Matt Joyce. And it's grounded just foul down the line. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Into the box now, Francisco Cervelli. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Hit in the air to left field. Castellanos will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Isan Diaz.
Up next from Miami, Isan Diaz, 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Hey. 2-2 now. Hit on the ground toward the left. One there. Relay to Votto's in time at first, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mike Moustakas, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. But these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Fouled off. Now the 2-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And there's one gone to start the bottom of the ninth.
The left fielder, number 2, Nick Castellanos.
Now in the box, Nicholas Castellanos. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0. Nope.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3 balls and a strike to the Reds left fielder.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And he somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
Looked like he swung at ball 4 right there. Clearly he saw something in that pitch that he liked out of the pitcher's hand, but that wasn't a pitch he was going to do a whole lot with.
Inside, he misses ball 4.
Now batting, number 44.
Striding in once again, Aristides Aquino. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now the 1-0. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Racing back the center fielder. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Second and third here, 1 man out. Swing and a line drive. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And the second run will score as well.
Up next for Cincinnati, the catcher, Tucker Barnhart.
So now to the plate, Tucker Barnhart.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Still only 1 out in the inning. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Nick Senzel will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Pinch hitting for the Reds, number 15, Nick Senzel.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The numbers offensively pretty dismal to this point. Down in the 170s to start play. No home runs as of yet and a pair of RBIs. The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey guys, that's a great job of hitting right there. Pitcher executes his pitch down and away below the knees, and a right-handed batter is able to stay inside and push it through the 3-4 hole. Nothing you can do.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Drew Steckenrider will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. John Birdie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
And batting 9, number 5, John Birdie.
At the plate now, Jesse Winker. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Winker is a .300 hitter on the dot. Can't complain about that.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
It's flagged down deep in the hole, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And too late on the recovery at first, and the bases are loaded now, so we'll see how they score this.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Joey Votto is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson's there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Wow, they were banging on all cylinders from the leadoff man to the number 9 guy, the order. They absolutely cruised to a 7-run victory. If it were only always that easy, right?
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Fish scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Jose Arena gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Trevor Bauer takes the loss, only his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 10 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Reds, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.